Hello, I'm KJ, and this is KJ Around the World. This channel is for women, especially Black women and women of color who are travelers. They love teaching, but they've reached a point in their career where they're burnt out and they're looking for something different. And what I want to do is to help you get back that passion for teaching, to get back that love for teaching. If you think this is what you're looking for, if you think this channel is for you, please subscribe, like the video, comment, leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are, what resources you're looking for. This channel is for you if you're looking for travel experiences, because I am a traveler first and foremost, on top of being a teacher and an educator in higher education. And so I'm here to help you as a woman who looks like me, who probably thought this wasn't something that could ever happen for you. I'm here to tell you these things are possible. Now, this video today is going to be looking at the company Bridge EDU. And in our last video, I talked about my TEFL certification journey. And now I'm going to give you a little bit more information on the company that I actually used, which was Bridge EDU. Now, this company is fairly new to me. I never heard of it, even before in years past when I was looking at TEFL certification opportunities. They were mostly geared towards people who were already in the country. For example, TEFL Iberia, which is located in Barcelona, when I was looking at opportunities there, that was the company who was offering TEFL certification. Now, they do have an online program for people who are interested in getting the certification before they get there. But on the most part, finding Bridge was an eye-opening process for me because there were so many things that I felt that TEFL Iberia didn't offer and other companies didn't offer that Bridge EDU does bring to me. And so I'm not telling you that this is the company for you. I'm just letting you know my experience and why I think this is a great company to get your TEFL certification with. Now, there are certain things that we're going to be looking at, and I've written down some questions that we're going to be able to answer once we're done with this video. So our first thing to think about is, remember, quality over quantity is always important. I say this in my classroom, I say this to my children. Quality over quantity. There are some programs that you're going to find that are going to be on the cheap side, and you're going to be like, you know what, I want to save a buck, I'm going to go with this program. But you have to think about what you will get out of this, including the resources, including the networking, and everything else that comes with doing a TEFL certification, especially when you're doing it online versus doing it at the location. Now, for TEFL Iberia, they offer a lot if you're doing it there, right? They've got networking for you. They've got schools that they've worked with. They've got, job boards. They even help you with your NEIE, if you're there. But if you're doing your TEFL certification online, there are different things that you have to look for. Now, for me personally, some of the questions that I'm going to be able to answer for you is, what is Bridge EDU and where to find it? Second is, what classes do they offer? Third, how much is it going to cost? And last but not least, what happens after certification is over? Now, to begin, let's look at, where is Bridge EDU located? Now, if you do a quick Google search, you're like, Bridge EDU. It's going to bring up a lot of different Bridge programs. Now, your best bet is to put in bridge.edu, and it will bring up the website. It will bring up all of their information from start to finish, what programs they offer, the cost of the programs, different PD, professional development opportunities that they offer, even summits that they put on. And so I actually started with Bridge by attending a summit. I attended a summit. I was like, I'm on the fence. I've been teaching English online through Cambly, but I want to learn more. I want to be able to do more. There are certain things that this company offers that I felt was right for me, including hearing from teachers who actually do the work, hearing from teachers who looked like me, seeing people who were globally involved in Bridge. Although it's a company that's based in the US, they've got people working there from everywhere, and they have a large network of TEFL teachers. They have a large network of, TEFL administrators, people who've done the work teaching, who've done the administration, who've created curriculums, who've actually created courses. And so they have a certain business model that helps you see that this isn't just some around the way, teaching English language as a second language program. This is actually a company who does a lot of work on the deeper end, on the back end, to help you, once you're finished, get your job done and do it well, and maybe even open your own, TEFL school if you're interested. So where to find it? You need to go on to bridge.edu. Now, looking at the type of programs that they offer, it depends on what you're looking for. Now, I wanted to be able to teach online, have the hours necessary to do it. I know there's some companies that will take you, whether you have certification or not, but I wanted to make sure if I was going to come to the table, I was going to come to the table qualified, because I did it in my own teaching role. Any job that I go to, any role that I want to engage in, I want to make sure I'm coming to the table with everything. And so I decided to go with certification, and it was actually a really good opportunity doing the 120-hour course. Now, I kid you not, it took me just about a year to complete it. With work, my children, medical scares, everything else going on, it took me longer than most would have, but this is something that's at your own pace. They start you off with, I think it was 3 or 6 months. And if you cannot complete it in that 3 to 6 months, you do have to pay for an extension. I believe the extension was $125. And I said, you know what, let me just do the extension. It worked out for me. I was able to get it done, did my 120 hours. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of engagement with content that I was, not familiar with, but it was also important to engage with content that I was familiar with, such as working with universal design for learning. So there were things that I was familiar with and things that was very, very new to me. And, for many of us in the US, grammar isn't something that we're focused on a day to day. So I had to do like a grammar review, and that was a lot because I came to the realization that I need some work with my grammar. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with this being a learning opportunity, not just for you to say, hey, I'm going to do the certification and get it done, but it's a learning opportunity to help you be an even better teacher. So this was great. I was happy with it. I did my 120 hours. But if that's not for you and there's something particular you're looking for, they have business, teaching business English. They have teaching English to young children. There's a CLIL, which is content, area learning. Pretty much if you're teaching, English in a classroom alongside another teacher who's teaching maybe history or math or science, you're able to make sure you're going along with that teacher in the language. So if you're already TEFL certified, there are courses that are geared towards you if you want to up your credentials. So Bridge EDU offers a wealth of content that will help you if you're starting out, that will help you if you're at a higher level and you just want to add more knowledge to your teaching English repertoire, so to speak. And so I think this was the company for me because I knew that I would be able to grow with the content that they offered. Now, with that said, cost comes into the picture. And when it comes to cost, the program that I did, I believe it was about $395. So it was $395, and then I did the extension, which was an additional $125 or $175. So it's not costing you thousands and thousands of dollars, but it will cost you hundreds. This isn't something that's going to cost you $50 to do. So please be mindful if it's in your budget and you want to go back and get, a credential like a teaching English as a foreign language certificate online, you do have to have some dollars, and it will cost you from range of $300 to $500. Now, they have other certifications, like I said, including teaching English as, someone who works or supports people who work in business. And you can get this specialization for 60 hours. And I believe it cost about $195 to do. So you have to look at their website and see which things would be best for what you're looking for and where it works in your price range. But there are a range of opportunities for you to see what works best for you. Now, next question, what happens when it's all over, right? Now, I know there are some programs that you might enter into and it's like, okay, here's your certificate, you're done. Right? But in this case, you've got your certificate that's online and that's yours, and there are badges involved. So if you want to post badges on your LinkedIn, you can do that as well. But if you want the hard copy of the certificate, you do have to pay a bit of a fee and they will mail it to you. So you have different ways to get your certificate. It could be digital, it could be hard copy, it could be both, right? It's up to you. Now, what I also like about, once you're done, the learning isn't done. And that's what I like about Bridge. So you have PD opportunities. There are different summits, like I said, that they come out with, every couple months. There are summits for people who are teaching in business. There are summits for people who are teaching young children. There are summits for people who want to start their own TEFL business. So there are opportunities for you to learn and grow and go further. And this is something that you can look forward to once you've done your certificate. Now, there's also a job board, which is what I was excited about because, I'm here like, hey, I'm trying to find a job, right? Whether it's working in another country teaching English or teaching online, the job boards would tell you what's available, what's out there. There are also stories from teachers who've done it, stories from teachers who are currently teaching online, or stories from teachers who are teaching abroad, right? There's a newsletter. So there's a lot of information left for you where you're not just hanging and it's like, I've done the certificate and this is it for me. There's opportunity to continue helping you to grow and build upon this career or, this side hustle that you're trying to build so that you're not in this alone. And I love that about Bridge. Now, we've answered the questions that we wanted to answer. And, if you liked what you heard today, please connect with me, leave a comment below. Do not forget to like and subscribe the video. I'm here if you have questions about teaching online. I'm here if you have questions about travel deals. Even if you have questions about what travel opportunities I have coming up, where I'm going, what trips I'm going on, just leave a comment below. You can also find my information in the description box. So whether it's my podcast information, my blog information, or just finding me on social media, check out the description box below and take a look at what I have to offer. It was great coming back. Remember, there are more videos to come. So if you subscribe, you'll be the first to know what's going on, whether it comes to teaching, travel, or just a day in my life. So it was great. I'll see you next time. Bye.